And then, yeah, so bit of stretching. First, we're just going to start sat down. Nice and simple, nice and easy. Don't get easier than being sat down. We're just going to do a glute stretch, piriformis one. Done it before. So foot over the top. Till it kind of splidge. Yeah, leg over. Try and keep the foot flat. And you're just going to pull the knee to the opposite shoulder. We're looking for a stretch down here. Okay? All right, so we're just going to hold that for a minute per side. Just nice and easy. Just start loosening up around the hip. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so you're just looking for a nice stretch in the glute. Should be the outside of the glute rather than the middle, I guess. But yeah, pull towards the opposite shoulder. You can pull the shoulder, you can rotate around. Try and keep up with the chest up. You want to almost try and show your bum off as well in this position. You can't really move much, but it's the intent. So make sure you're not rounding your lower back, essentially. You should feel a better stretch. So we've just got 20 seconds more in here. So let's just focus in on that breathing. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. So if you remember from other sessions, 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out is the goal. All right, swap sides. All right, so straight in, other side. 4 seconds in with the breathing, 8 seconds out. If you're a mouth breather like me, you'll probably be breathing in with the mouth as well, but if you can try and breathe in with the nose, that's better. Yeah. Remember, keep the chest up, don't round the back. No, don't pull overly on the knee. Remember, we're just kind of getting into it to start with. Just a nice little stretch is good. 10 more seconds. Okay, lovely. Next one. Just relax there. Next one, we'll move straight into the front of the hip, into the quad and hip flexor. Essentially, we're just going to start with a nice gentle hip flexor stretch, which we're going to make harder as we go on. So we're going to do this the nice stretch for just a minute per side. So lunge position, tuck the bum under, ribs down, glute on for the back leg. And just work into it a little bit, feeling the stretch, perhaps in the quad of the knee that's down, but maybe even into the hip as well. So just hold it nice and gently to start with, nothing crazy. Once we hit 30 seconds, we're going to add arm overhead. And then get that breathing back, keep the glute on, ribs down, so abs are slightly on. Doing both those things stretches this more. If you relax your glute, you'll find that nothing happens. Right, arm over the top. So with the arm, we're just kind of leaning slightly backwards, but mainly to the side, keeping the ribs engaged. Keep the ribs down, keep the abs engaged. A few more seconds. Hopefully you feel a bigger stretch immediately after raising the arm. Okay, let's swap sides. We'll go straight in, nice and easy. This one, nice and simple. So straight in. Glute on again, abs on. And just hold that position. Focus on that breathing as usual. Focus on a good glute contraction. And then a nice stretch where we want it. Glute, ribs, breathing. Okay, let's take that arm overhead. So again, the arm is, to be fair, you can bend the elbow, whatever you want, as long as the arm is up, it doesn't matter. You can keep it straight, that's fine. Ribs down, glutes on. Leaning back to the side slightly. Five more seconds in there, guys. Nice work, well done. Good. Okay, you can rest there. Lovely. Good. Next one, bit of thoracic rotation with the squat. So we've done this one before. We're squatting against the wall, trying to keep as flat against the wall as we can, and I'm going to try and rotate and touch the wall. As you probably remember from when we did it last few times, it's really difficult. Don't worry if you can't touch the wall. You'll see I can't touch the wall either. But we'll just rotate around as much as possible. So we're just going to hold each one for a minute. If you need to get up and rest, do so, because it is very challenging. I'll give you a quick demo just in case. So squatting down as low as you can. Bum can touch the wall, chest up, and just try and rotate around. Okay. Here we go. So squatting against the walls, try and squat nice and low, try and keep the heels down. As I said, bum can be against the wall, pull that chest up, rotate. What we're gonna do actually, rotate, try and touch the wall, come back. So we'll do rotation repetitions essentially. Make sure we keep the knees out on the squat. Rotate, try and touch. Same arm to start with. We'll do a minute on this arm. And then a minute on the next arm. Keep going with that. Checking on you. Good. Nice. Well done. Perfect. Keep going. Get back in. Good. So we're still on that same arm. Makes it a little bit more pleasant than holding the full minute up there, because that's really difficult. Okay. Have a quick break onto the knees. What was that? And we're going to go again to the other side. It's probably quite tough on the quads holding for a full minute. So we'll let you have a quick rest and then we'll go back. Right side this time. All right, let's do it. So right side. So you can squat as low as you can. Rotate. If you had to hold yourself up in the squat, that's going to be much more challenging on the quads. But this is why we've got the wall to support us, so you can try and sit a bit lower than normal. Nice and controlled rotations. Nothing fast. You passed halfway. Couple more. Good, last one. Perfect, well done, good. Okay, rest there, brilliant. Good, okay, we want a cushion. If you've got one against, so we're going to try the quad one against the wall. I'll show you against the sofa again, so you get that side view. So this one, last week, or was it? Yeah, last week, we did this with the knee away, so the wood is a bit easier. We're going to do the one where we took the knee right into the corner. With the foot, we want the foot in that position if we can. From here, yeah, you won't need that. From here, we're trying to get the foot up. This is as far as I can go. But if you can, so if I bring my knee away from the wall, that's what you're aiming to get into. All right. So if you can do that, go for it. We're going to do a minute on each side and see how we get on. Okay, minute. Here we go. Really make sure that knee's right in the corner. To start with, if it's tough, just let the foot come up slightly. Think about squeezing the glute still. But it's so difficult anyway, you should be feeling this stretch. Right in the quad, probably in the meat of the front of the thigh, right in the middle. So tough one. can highlight a big tightness in there, as you can see. So just try and breathe through it. 4 seconds in, 8 seconds out. Trying to work on breathing in with the mouth. With the nose, sorry, out with the mouth. Okay, if you can work on getting it forwards, let's try and go 5 seconds, making it a bit harder. Okay, lovely. Let's change sides. Whew. Take a second wherever you need it. Really try and get that knee right into the corner, and then we'll go. So a minute on this one now. And again, just keep breathing. Do your best to keep your hips square so you're not twisting too much either way. Body always finds the path of least resistance, so you have to keep checking, especially on tough stretches. Keep checking that glute as well. Maybe you can't turn it on at the minute, maybe it hurts too much in the quad, but shortly you should be fine. Okay, 5 seconds, let's make it a little bit more challenging. Try and get a bit higher up, just for 5 seconds. Okay, oh, lovely. Oh, good, relax. Nice job. Okay, good. Next one. We are working the adductors, so the groin, inner thigh. We're going to do, I don't think we've done this one yet. So, quadruple position, elbows, knees and hands. Then put one arm, one leg to the side. With the other foot, just tuck it in if you want, but you can keep it out. For me, I'm going to tuck it in. I'm going to basically try and get my foot and knee as wide as I can to start with. Maybe leave some in reserve. I'm going to try and keep my torso square. You can see it wants to go this way. And then hopefully you can feel a stretch already up here. And then what you're going to do, try and keep your back straight. You're just going to walk backwards so that the bum goes towards the heel. You can see I basically just have to push with one side with my hands to keep myself square. And then you're going to walk forwards again. You don't have to go all the way, but we're looking to get some hip extension. And then we're going to walk back. All the while, we're trying to keep showing our bum off, trying to keep into that extended position. The minute we start rounding our back, it's going to take the stretch away from the adductors. Okay. So we're going to actually do each side for 2 minutes. We're going to spend a bit of time, partly because it's new, partly because we're just going to focus on it a little bit. Let's get it right. So knee and foot wide apart. You want this knee straight. Keep it straight. And just start walking your hips back. I actually prefer to flatten my foot at the back because it will let you get lower with the bum. The heel doesn't get in the way. You don't have to go all the way down, right? And just gently out again. Nice and slow movements. Always trying to keep that knee straight. Keep trying to show the bum off. It's in this position here when you go towards the heel, the bum will tuck under, the back will extend, will flex, sorry. So it will round, and we want to avoid that. You can test it yourself. You can get to a good stretch position showing your bum off, and then if you tuck your bum under, you should feel a bit of the stretch go. Keep going. We are halfway through. Control that breathing as usual. Nice and relaxed. Just focusing on that good stretch. Feel free to hold particular areas if you feel it in a certain position. Just hold it, that's fine. I do like this one because it works all of the adductors, because we're moving through that range of movement. We get to hit different parts. Okay. Oh, slowly come out. We're going to swap sides. You've probably got one side better than the other. That's fine. Just jump straight in when you can. Nice and slow and controlled to start with. Maybe you don't move all the way through. So that leg straight, out to the side. And just slowly moving through the range. Remember, it's all about hip position and hip tilt. We have to try and show our bum off to get the most out of this stretch. You do that and you'll find you can't go as far as well. Good. Nice and slow. Keep your breathing. Just going to try and breathe through some of that pain. It shouldn't be too painful, man. If you need to make it harder, just go a bit wider with your legs. Never knows it. Good work. Nice, guys. That's it. Really try and spread the knee and the foot. The wider the V of the hip, the more the stretch. That's it. You can lift the toe up as well if you fancy something a bit different. So as you go down, you can just lift the toe and you should feel the stretch. Kind of moves under into the hamstring a tiny bit rather than keeping it flat, which would be more of the side. So it's kind of, you can adapt it how you want. Wait, a little bit longer, not much more. 15 seconds. Keep trying to move through. Open the hips. Oh, okay, good. Have a quick rest again. What was that? Oh, nice. Okay, we're just going to do a nice relaxing stretch again. We're going to work on hamstrings and lower back. So just sat, feet straight, legs straight, toes pointing towards us. If you get that pain behind the knee, toes pointing forwards. We're just going to start by leaning over, try and touch the toes, ankles, feet, whatever it is. So we can try and stretch all down here, full posterior chain essentially. Start with your head relaxed, but as you get into it, you can tuck the chin down, you'll feel more of a stretch. All right, just going to spend 3 minutes holding this one here. Again, I've not got my elastic band, I've not got my cheat, so I have to use my socks. So try and keep those knees straight. If it hurts behind the knee, point the toes. If it still hurts, you have to bend them. You can still get a hamstring stretch. Some square, some help. So just slowly every now and again, just kind of reach forwards into it. Kind of go a bit further. Use those toes as a marker. You can see I can't touch them yet. By the end of this 3 minutes, I expect I can. You should be identifying where you're tight in this region. So, for example, I can feel my lower back stretching. I can feel my right hamstring stretching more than my left. So just a little indicator of what's going on, where I'm tighter. You just try and listen to what's going on with your body. So in through the nose for 4, out through the mouth for 8. So I'm already at my toes. Could probably bend, straighten my knees though. So, but I'm still there. So we've just gone minute 40. So we've got a minute 20 left to work on this and keep getting further, keep edging. One more minute now. So we can start pulsing a little bit if you want something a bit different. So just hold the stretch, and then every 3 seconds or so, just do something. So you can pull your toes, you can pull yourself in. They're your best options, I suppose. Or you can tuck the chin in. Just something that kind of takes the stretch from a 5 to a 6 or 7 out of 10, just briefly. And then you go back out of it, and you just pulse back. Unfortunately, with stretching, the longer you hold stretches, the better, the more results we get. So the more often, and it's kind of over a week if you hold something for 5 minutes, as opposed to just doing 3 minutes, that will be better. So that's why we do such long stuff. So that's 3 minutes. Oh, good. So slowly come out. It's a long stretch. We're going to move into a lat prayer stretch. So this is the one where we're on our knees. Knees can be wide, it doesn't matter, or they can be narrow, whatever for you. So the prayer stretch is that one. The lat focus to this muscle here, or that one there. We just move our arms to the side. Try and keep the head down. Try and push the bum and all the torso into the floor, and arm across essentially. So from here, just across, and you should feel a nice stretch on the opposite side. All right. So we're going to be holding each one for a couple minutes. Just relax. Start thinking about that stretch. Start breathing again. Get that rhythm. 4 seconds in with the nose, 8 out with the mouth. As you're doing this, let the shoulder go up. So we're not keeping it down. Let the shoulder come up. It's going to help to stretch. Every now and again, reach a bit further with the hands. Try and get a bit low with the chest and torso. Sinking into the stretch a bit further. "20 seconds left on this side. Doing well, almost there. If you get a weird pain in the shoulder, then you may have also gone too far across. Okay, let's swap sides. Don't need any rest. Let's just go straight in on the other side. Again, just start easy. Nice little stretch. And one nice way to think about increasing the stretch is to think about pushing out to the side. So if your left arm's overhead, you're thinking about pushing that left shoulder blade to the left, like that. And it will increase the stretch quite a lot because we try to elongate that part of the body. Equally, if you're just enjoying sat relaxed, that's fine too. In through the nose, 4 seconds in. 8 out with the mouth. Keep that rhythm. Keep repeating that. You've got 30 seconds left. Have a nosy on you all. Good work. Yeah, spot on, guys. Good. Just 20 seconds more now. Feel free to fidget. 2 minutes is a long time. If you need to move, just go for it. Okay, good. That's the 2 minutes. Excellent. All right. So we've worked on creating space. So stretching everything theoretically gives us more range of movement. So we're now going to do some of those cars so that we can work into those movements. So it's a controlled articular rotation. It basically means rotate and move through the entire range of a joint. So you can do them for all joints of the body. We're going to do 2, one for shoulder, one for hip. So the first one, you can stand up if you want, but for camera, I'm just going to stay kneeling. So we're going to start palm facing us. Cramping my foot. Palm facing us. We're going to try and stay super rigid with the rest of the body. And we're going to move it. I'll do it fast, but we will do it slow. So arm goes up as far as it can. When it gets to kind of peak height, we rotate the palm out. And then we come down and back as far as possible. So you should end. Keep rotating the palm out as you do it. So you should end with the palm facing out at the bottom. And then you go back. As far as you can, you're really trying to focus on keeping the sternum and the chest facing forwards. And we repeat. So we're just going to do 5 per side. Working on full rotation. So we need to move nice and slow and controlled. Remember to reverse it every time. That'll be 2 done. So keep that chest square. Keep everything still. Probably easy to do if you are stood up. Nice and controlled. Don't forget to turn the wrist at the end or as we're getting through to the end. Couple more. If you want to go slower and do a few less, that's fine. Nice and slow. Good. Just have a quick glance. Nice work. So everything should be controlled, should be pushing that shoulder through. Full range of movement in there. That's the goal. All right, we're going to swap sides when you're ready. So we're going to do left side or whichever side you started on. So again, all the way up. Once you get to the very peak, then you rotate the palm. Keep rotating the palm all the way through. And reverse it. As you'd expect, it's definitely harder the higher the arm is. That's because there's less space in the shoulder. So you really have to fight for the movement. That's good. So when we get to the top, you should be pushing, almost pushing the hand out at the top. So really raising that shoulder as well. Get that hand as far away from you as you can. Let's go for one more. Rotate, rotate. And reverse it. Try and keep that chest pointing forwards. That's the hard part. Not cheating, not rotating around. Good. Okay. We're going to move on to one for the hip. Easy to stand up on this one. So ideally you want something to hold on to slightly. But it's the same principle. It's definitely harder for the hips though. I'll show you facing forwards and I'll show you facing side. But essentially, we're going to lift, to hold on. Lift a knee as high as it will go. You're going to come out as far as it will go. And then you start to drop the knee and try and pull the heel up as high as you can. Wall's in the way there. Until we get to here. And then we reverse. So the heel stays high to start. Ooh. And then in. So it's almost like you're trying to, well, you can do this with an object in the way. Kind of clear the sofa. I can't. But that's what we're going to do. I'll face this way so I can hold onto the wall. The goal again is to keep everything still. Try not to move to make things easier. If you're getting cramping anywhere, just kind of relax a little bit and go back. Takes a bit longer this one, so we're just going to do a few. We'll just do 3. So knee up, knee out with the foot low. Try and keep the hips square. Now the heel starts to go up. And then we can start to drop the knee with the heel high to knees together. All right, and then knee goes out with the heel up as far as you can. Start to drop the heel. Keep the knee up, knee up, knee up. And the knee comes back. That's one. Much harder. Again, get that knee up as high as it will go, as far out as it will go, without twisting. Now the heel comes up. Knee starts to drop. Heels up, and then knees are together. 1.5, geez. All right, knee out and up with the heel up. Heel drops so the knee can come round and down. Whew. Okay, one more on that side, then we'll spin round. Knee up high. Get that knee as high as it will go, as wide as it will go. Heel starts to come up. Your knee might have to drop at that point, that's fine. Heels up, knees are in. You'll probably see I'm starting to lean into the wall to make things easy for myself. I need to try and avoid it. I'm doing my best, but okay, so knee out and up. Trying to keep the foot up that way, and then the foot drops. I think I got lazy with my foot there. Whew. What you should feel is the other side, the one that's stabilizing, the glute has to work quite hard too. So it kind of works everything. Stability and mobility, they do come hand in hand, as you can feel on this. All right, other side. So knee as high as it will go. Rotate it out, so abduction. And then the heel's going to come up. I'm trying to keep my knee up at this point. There we go. And the knees together. And reverse it so the heel's up as well as the knee. High as it will go. And then we keep the knee up as we pull the heel down and through. 2 more. All right, knee flexion as much as you can. Get the knee up. Knee goes out just on its own. Heel's down. And then heel comes up. So we're internally rotating the whole leg now. Keep the heel up. Bringing it back to center. Reverse, knee out, so heels up at this point. Knees as high as it will go. Heel drops. Keep that knee up, knee up, knee up. There we go. Whew. Can't remember if that's 2 or 3. At 1 or 2. Let's go again. Knee up high. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Pull the knee out. All right, now we run internal rotation. Get that heel up, high as it will go. Keep the heel up as we drop. Pull the knee back down. Ooh, all those little muscles should be firing. To get that leg up as high as you can, your muscles should be struggling. All right, so in reverse now. Heel and knee out, as high as they'll go. Start to drop the heel, keep the knee up, keep the knee up, keep the knee up, all the way, and then drop. Ooh. Right, I think that was 3. My muscles are telling me it was 3, so definitely feeling that there. We are on 36, so we'll have to leave it there. Oh, good work. Well done, guys. Thanks for joining again. Thanks,